everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm so glad that you did. Well, I have been working a little bit on my project that I have been working on for French Cottage Shabby. That would be Daisy. And I wanted to finish it up. So what I've been doing is I'll show you where we left off. And that was we were going to cover this paper bag, which is just like this. This is how it started out. And I covered it with this paper, which comes with the embroidery kit. I'm using embroidery 1 and 2. And then you open it up, and this is from her Easter collection. I put a little slit here in the envelope before I glued the envelope down onto this paper that I covered the bag with. And then I covered the other side with another paper from the same kit. Okay? And I did a topper. It's going to be her, but I'm not going to put her on yet. And all I did was I edged it in the gold foil. And I did a little bit of pink, I don't know if you can see it, but I did a little bit of chalks in her flower. And then I covered her with this beautiful, it's a polka dot, it's like a velvet polka dot tulle. It's very, very sheer. And she's going to go on the top here, and there's going to be a, there's a pocket here for a card, for a journaling card. And then when you open it up, there'll be a pocket here, and I made a slit here for the top here, where there'll be another one, and then something under there. And then these are my journaling pages here and here. So you could go back a couple of videos and see part 1 and part 2, where I did the construction of everything except the bag, because I didn't have my video recording. So I'm sorry about that. I did this in the bag in the last recording, and now I'm doing this part. In this part, I'm going to make I thought it would be fun to make a small, like a little small embroidery, like little embroidery book, if you will. So what you'll need for this is, this was a misprint, so I'm going to be using this, and this is from the embroidery kit. So I'm going to be using that. See, I printed it upside down, so I kept it because I wanted to use it anyway. And then I made this little collage out of another misprint, and I just cut the rows out, and I put these little pieces on. When I cut out the pieces from the misprint, this is how they came out. And I don't remember what page that was from, but I can show it to you. I'm going to be using these as well. Maybe not in this one, but let me find that page for you, so that if for some reason you wanted to print those and make the same card, all I did was, let's see, that was the misprint, but I think it's in the second one. Pretty sure. These are just my pages. I don't think so, but hold on. These are such gorgeous. This is such a beautiful kit. I just love it so much. No, maybe it was in the first one. Hold on. I keep them clipped together just in case I drop them and they all fall out. Excuse me. Maybe, was it that one? No. I don't remember which back that was from. It wasn't that one. Maybe it was on the other side of this one. Nope. Oh dear. I don't remember what page it was. I don't remember what page that was. It could have been an ephemera page, now that I think of it. Just check one more time. Maybe it was on the other side of this one. Nope. So there's the rose. That was it. There's the rose. And nope. well, anyway, there's the rose, and I don't remember what page those little embroideries were on. But I printed it wrong, and so I couldn't use it. Might have been on one of these pages, which is an ephemera page. So I just cut them out. It was, I think, oh, there it is. So I had printed this, and then when I went to print this side, I printed it upside, these words upside down. So I just cut them all out. Okay, so that's where that came from. Let me just clip these back together so I don't get them mixed up. Isn't that just darling? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I just love it so much. I love these pages. And that's one of her original paintings. And Daisy has asked me to be on her design team, which I am completely humbled and said yes, of course. And this is from the Pink Easter kit, but I just cut the envelope right here before I glued it onto here so I could make a little pocket here. And there'll be a pocket here as well for another journaling card. And we'll just leave that aside. So leave all those things aside. And then I cut out, I didn't cut out, I'm going to leave those there, and I'll leave that there for now. I printed this off from the, I don't remember, but I will let you know. This was in my files, but I'll let you know. So for our little book, I'm going to start with this one, and these are from the pastels. She has a pastel collection, and she has every different color. I think there's 8 pages. And there's yellows, pinks, blues, turquoise, and I think there's a lilac one. So anyway, I don't want anything to happen to our topper, but that's it right there. So I'm going to put that with the journal so I don't get that mixed up, and I'm going to put that aside because I don't want anything to happen to it. So I'm going to start with, now I have something in my mind, I just hope it's going to work. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to size because it's 5 by 7. I printed it at 50%. That's not the full sheet. And I have a couple actually. I have this one, which I might use as well. And then I have another one that I printed 5 by 7, which is this one that I might use as well. That's just the pink on the back. But going through my French cottage shabby, I thought, oh, wait a minute, I could use that. I could use that. So I pulled out them all. All right, so I need my ruler, which is where? Right here. And I'm sorry that my camera wasn't rolling in the last video. Let me just make sure it is now. It is. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this to size. And I'm better with my knife than I am with anything, so definitely not good with my scissors. So I'm just going to cut that. And I'm going to save my pieces because there's pink on the other side and I might be able to use that. So I hope you've all had a great day. I've been resting most of the day. I'm not feeling very well. I started my new medication injection and it really made me very, very tired and not feeling well. So, and like I said, I already did one video, but I wanted to do this one. I wanted to make this little booklet, so I thought, well, I'll do it on camera. So let's see if this is going to work. So I was thinking we'd fold this in half, like this. I don't want to make it too big because I want it to fit inside the journal. So it's going to be like a little needle book, if you will. So that looks good. Now I might have to cut this down to fit. I just thought that would be really pretty too. But I might have to use that for something else. So I think what I'll do perhaps is maybe I'll cut some of these out to put on the front. Or let's see what else we have. I know I'm going to be using some tissue paper for the inside, and I also pulled out one of my small pieces. Actually, I pulled out a couple of small pieces of, I might use this piece of a vintage quilt that I have, but we'll see. That's where the needles are going to go instead of felt. That looks so pretty. Let me just trim off that little edge there. That's white. There. Okay. Oh, that looks so pretty. Doesn't it? I love it. Okay. So that's good. Now I'm going to have to trim off this little piece because I trimmed off that little white bit. There we go. So I might use a little bit of this. You can use felt, but I'm going to use a little piece of a quilt for my needles to go in. So let's see. Okay, I think that's going to be a good size. I don't want it to be too big. So let me see here. We need 2 pages. So it's going to be this one or this one. I think we'll use this one. So let me just cut this down. And I'll leave the link in the description box below as to what kits these are from. This might be from one of her newer kits that she has a new wonderful club. And you get, I forget how many pages a month. I'll have to leave all that information for you in her website so that you can go and take a look, okay? So let me just cut this out and see what this looks like. I didn't want to do all, I was going to make like smaller versions of the embroidery pages, but I really didn't want the exact same, if that makes sense. So let's see how this looks. That might be too big. I might have to cut that down a bit. Yes, I do. Unless, hold on. I might put that, oh wait. Okay, I see what happened. This printed smaller on the other side, so let me cut this down. I'm like, wait a minute, I printed that at 5x7. So that's fine. Okay, I think this is going to be fine. This is just a little bit crooked. Even with my knife, I can be crooked. I don't know why. My husband thinks it's because when I use a rotary cutter when I sew, it's because I'm standing up. And it makes sense. But I can't stand up at my desk because it's too small. Okay, so those pieces are all white. I can throw those away so that they're not on my desk. And let's see what this looks like. I think I'll fold it this way. That's really pretty. Okay, now let's see if they fit. And they do. Perfect. Okay, so that's what we will use for our little needle book, okay? And I definitely want to use some of those little pieces of embroidery. I think, or maybe I could use a few of these here. Just collage them on in different spots, maybe here and here. And then on the back, maybe use a couple of the other ones. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let's see. I know one of these has to go on somewhere, because I need something to put my needles on. So let me get my sewing scissors and cut this to size. And try and cut it straight without a rotary blade. That doesn't look bad. And do I want it this way, or I do want it this way, I think. And then our needles will go in one side. So I think I'll do that. So let me just straighten this out a little bit, because it's a vintage quilt, so it's not real even, if you know what I mean. And like I said, you can use, you know, wool felt or anything that you have in your stash. Just pulling this out a little bit, kind of making it look, well, first it flattens it out a little bit from what the little bit of wool that's in there. And I don't want it to be real perfect. I kind of want it to be, you know, look like it's been there for a while. I don't think I want the pink. I think the pink will be too much, because there's a lot of pink, and this is going to go here. You know, I don't want to take away from that, although that does look really pretty, doesn't it? Oh dear. Okay. It's okay to change your mind, by the way, just in case. So anyway, let's see how that one looks. So this will go here and here. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I want it on the inside. Yeah. Yes, that's better. Definitely. And I have a few more things that I want to put in here too. So there's going to be a little pocket for our threads. I'm just kind of stretching this out a little bit because it can be a little bit bulky. And sometimes I'll take this apart a little bit and take some of the stuffing out, but I know if I stretch it a little bit, it flattens it out. So if you have any little quilt pieces like this, you can do the same thing. I definitely think I'll go with the pink now that I look at it. I think that looks really nice. And no, this one's going to go on the outside. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me see how this closes, make sure it closes okay. And I always have tea when I do my stitching, so this is just a perfect page. And I'll have to tie that in, but I can do that in a little bit. So I'll put that on that page, and then we'll flip it. And let me see what we'll do with these. I think, like I said, now that that's done, I'll do a couple of these on this side, but leave like the background, if you will, you know, this here. Maybe I'll do something like this, because I have a lot of these pieces. I'll do something like this, and maybe like this. Maybe the round one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, that looks good. And then on this side, I think I might try and see if any of these little pattern pieces will fit. Where's my scissors? Oh. So I'll do a couple of the small ones. They're so sweet. Maybe I want to keep that New York embroidery house and put that in as well. So yeah, if you ever have a misprint, don't throw it away, because like she can be used in something. And this might not get straight and it might not fit, but we're gonna try it, because I think it might look good. And we'll cut it here. Let's see where it fits. Yes, it's gonna fit. So I'm just gonna cut up there into this. And then I'll put this sort of here, and I'll put one like to one side and one to the other. I like the way that looks. So now let me cut out, I'd love to get the jacket on, but I don't think that will fit. But I do think this one will. I'll try the jacket, but I don't think it's gonna fit. I think it's gonna be too big. Okay, let me just check the jacket. And a little bit, maybe. And I have started embroidering on the paper, and I'll show you that in a minute. I started embroidering on one of the, yeah, that's not gonna fit, but we'll use it in something else. So I'm gonna put these little pieces to the side. These I can throw away. And do I want to use, I also brought out some pattern paper. So I was thinking, you know, of putting some pattern paper on it first. Let's see. Just to, you know, maybe on the other side. Or, no, that's too pretty. What if I put some pattern paper here, right? And then put this on top of it. That might look good. But I want to know that it's pattern paper. So, well, it doesn't matter. I could put it on something like this. And once we glue it down, I think we'll see it. down a little bit more. Yes, I think I'll do that. Let me just do that while I'm thinking of it. You know, just to give it that, you know, kind of needlebook type. Let's see if I can move this a little bit. So I want to get this in. Let me just check and see what else I have here. Maybe. Yes, that's much better. That was easy. All right, so I'm gonna go up here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this on and then I'll cut it off. Okay, and you can use decoupage, decoupage if you want. Just wanna make sure that's in there right. Bring it down a bit more. I have to cover the whole thing. That's good. Okay, let me cut a little bit of this off. And you can use any pattern paper. This is just what I pulled out. I pulled out just a couple of sheets from an old pattern. It's actually an old doll pattern. So I need my glue stick. I'm really excited. I mean, I had it in my mind. I just wasn't positive as to what I was going to be doing. I should make prototypes first, and I should have some plastic under something under here so I don't get glue on my board, but it's too late now. So now I'm just going to place this. I'm going to have to turn it a little bit. I'll place it here. Nope. There's still some white there. There. Make sure I got it good. I'll just glue that back, or maybe I'll just trim it off. So I don't want it impinging where the hand, you know, where it bends, because that will drive me crazy. There. Fun. I'm excited. Now I'll just, no, that still looks. You might be able to just press that down real good and it won't come up. There. Now I'll just cut off the excess. And that's fun. I like that. I'm glad I did that before I put that down, because now, you know, you've got a little piece of pattern paper there and it makes it look more like a needlebook. Okay. Don't want to I always save my tissue paper because you can use it in ruffles. You can use it in so many different things. And I see that I missed some glue here, so let me get my glue stick. I hope this doesn't take too long. I like people to see my process, like how I come up with these ideas, these crazy ideas. I just, you know, you have to wait for Mod Podge and stuff to dry, and I don't like to wait for it to dry. And I really like the look and the feel of it better. I'm just going to trim a little bit more of this off. Now I think it's all glued down. There. So now I need to, that's still, oh, that's all right. That's fine. I didn't want it to be lifting. There. Okay. So now put this here. Gotta put these on. So let me put these on. Oh, I think this is going to be adorable. I really like it so far. Where are we in time? Not too bad. I'm going to cut a little bit more of this off just to make sure it fits completely. And I think I'll cut just like that. And I'm glad I did that. There. Now it looks like it's a part of the page, you know. So where did I say I was going to put these? Maybe here. What was I going to do here and here? And I know that number is going sideways, but that's okay. So I think I'll go there and here. I don't want to go too close to there. So let me put this, because that's where I'm going to tie in the two. So I'll put this down. This won't take too much longer because I know what my next steps are going to be. So, oops. Oh. So I'm going to put this one here, but I don't want to cover everything up. Because I like the collage in the background. Oops, that's crooked. Let's see if I can turn it a little bit. Nope. Hold on one second. There we go. And get some more glue under here because it wasn't glued completely. And I can always put my art glitter glue under the edges if I have to. Excuse me. Oops. So I'm really looking forward to this being finished. I should be able to work on it a little bit more tomorrow. And then, what's tomorrow? Today's Monday. Is today Monday? I don't even know. I'm confused. Yes, it is. So tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow I might be able to work on it too. I have a collaboration video to do on, oh no, I didn't put that down low enough. I wonder if I can still get it up, because this isn't gonna fit. It did come up. Okay, let me put this one on. I'll have to use a different one. I've lifted that up too many times. I'd like to keep that Paris in there. Maybe I'll do this. There. So that one, and I have another one over here that I can cut off the bottom. I love these little pieces, but I didn't want to cover up that Paris. So maybe I can move it up just a little bit. I can. Okay, that'll work good. All right, let me put this down. Perfect. Good, that looks great. And it really looks like it's kind of part of the page, you know, the embroidery page. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue under this edge here. Maybe it needs it, I don't know. Yes, it does. And go right down like that. There. Sometimes when you use your glue stick, you don't get all the way to your edges. There. Now let's see what fits on here. I might either use this one or the two little hats. And when I fussy cut, I don't really turn my scissors. I turn what I'm cutting. I love to fussy cut. I could do this all day. I'm sure you wished I had done this before the video, but I really didn't know what I was going to do. To be honest, I knew what I wanted to make in my head, and I knew I had little pieces from, you know, doing the misprint, but I just thought it would be fun to have a little needle book in our journal. Using some of these really nice graphics that Daisy got from one of her antique magazines. And all of her paintings are original, so. And then she digitizes them for those of you who don't know who she is. And it's French Cottage Shabby, and I'll leave the link to her shop in the description box. So there's one. I think I might be able to fit another little one at the bottom. So we'll try this one. Maybe, or this one. Doesn't matter, I guess. They're both adorable. I should be using my smaller scissors for this one, but that is too cute. I'll use the other hat somewhere else. So that looks cute. I think we'll do that. And then we can still see the rose there. How pretty is that? So pretty. Okay, I think I'll do something like this. Yeah, okay. Let me just put some glue on here. Where is my paper? I need my scrap paper because I'm so afraid I'm gonna get, it's all right, I'll just get it off with some with some hand sanitizer if I get it on there. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Tommy from Paper Crafting with Tommy. She's got pneumonia. So if you could keep her in your thoughts and in your prayers, I'd appreciate it, and I know she would too. She is a wonderful crafter. I really enjoy watching her. Oh, and then I found out one of my subscribers scrapbooking with, oh my goodness, it just left my head. I'll remember it. But she lives in Florida. And I'm so excited. I'm waiting to find out where, because I was watching one of her videos. And I'll leave her information in the link below too, because she is a wonderful crafter. Oh my goodness, she has so many great ideas. And she uses the most gorgeous paper. And I don't need any more scrapbooking paper, but she showed one the other day that was so pretty I had to get it. It was really bad. She's a bad enabler. No, I love her a lot. Scrapping with Nilda, N-I-L-D-A. So definitely I'll leave her a link below so you can check her out. She's a great, great person. And so is Tommy. They're wonderful people. So that is going to be our cover. And that's going to be the inside. Perfect. Now we just have to glue on our fabric and make sure this is down good, because I don't want it lifting up anywhere. I think it is. Let me just put a little bit more glue here. There. I could sew around this too, but I'm not going to. Which did I say I was going to use this one? All right, let me just kind of make it look a little bit more raggedy so it looks a little bit older. Not a little bit older, but just not so perfect. So that's going to go there for our needles. I might have to have a drink of water. I'm really sorry. My throat really is bothering me. And the last time I was coughing and sneezing and I had a voice and Tommy didn't. And no, Tommy had a voice. No, Tommy lost her voice. And, but I still had my voice. And then I lost my voice and I was like, Tommy, you jinxed me. But she didn't jinx me. I'm just saying that to be silly. Okay, so that's gonna go there for our needles. I don't know, there's something about it that's not working good for me. I think that's good. And let's see how it closes. Oh, this is gonna be so cute, guys. I hope you stayed with me. So I'm going to move these. I'm going to put this down here. How does that look? Good? I think so. I'm glad I chose this and not the other one. The other one was kind of drab beside it. Here we go. I'll just put it down. Maybe. I'm so fussy. I'm really sorry. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Need my Fabri-Tac, which is right here, and I'm gonna have a sip of water if you don't mind. I have to move way down here because that's where my water is. Even though it has a cover, I don't like to keep things close to my desk, or especially my work area. I want to save that little hat and put these away. And we're almost done. Except the laces and the pins and that sort of thing. Okay. We're done with that. We just need the Fabri-Tac. Oh, where's my pen? And I'll put a little on. I'm just going to go around the edges because I don't want the glue to hinder any of the pins that I put in. This is going to be so sweet. I'm really happy so far. And I'm just going to lay it down. I don't want it to be too bulky, so I'm kind of pressing down on it so it isn't too bulky. I love this quilt. It had a lot of wear. I have another one that has a lot of wear, but I haven't really had the heart to cut it up yet because it was made by an Amish woman. My mother-in-law had gotten it for me, and it really is tattered. My grandchildren used it a lot, and but I just haven't really been able to cut it up yet. This one I got thrifting, so I didn't really mind. And then I have others that family, like my great aunts, made, and I don't know, I've cut some pieces to gift, but I haven't really, I don't know, sometimes I get nervous about using it because, you know, it's made by family members, or like my mother-in-law bought that quilt from a woman. She was actually pregnant, and she met her in Ohio, and she paid for it. She chose, you know, I told her what colors I wanted at that time, and I told her that I'd let anybody choose whatever they wanted. And it was an Amish woman. She had 4 children, and she was pregnant with her 5th, but she was still sewing, and she made it all by hand, and it fits a twin size bed, and she had it finished and mailed to me. My mother-in-law paid her for it and everything before they left Ohio. They were on vacation there. It's just a little snip I have to get here. And in 1 month, that was at my door. I could not believe it. Her name was Sarah. Oh, that's going to be so nice. Okay, so the needles will go in here. Now, where do I want to put the pocket? I guess here. No. Yeah, I do want to put a pocket here. So, what do we use for the pocket? I think perhaps we will use, hold on. have some embroidery ephemera, but I also have some other pieces of daisies. I could use the ephemera pieces. That would be fine. Or maybe some music. No. Let's see. I know what we'll do. Okay, let me just see what I can do with this to make the pocket. Might have to cut it down a little bit more, but I'm going to cut it here for now. Let me just make sure this is straight before I do. Let me cut this piece off first, because this is going to be the pocket. One side or the other, I'm not sure yet. Probably the teacup. Yeah. Or maybe, no. I was going to say maybe the plain pink, but I'm not going to do the plain pink. I really do love that teacup. And save this for sure, because you could use that in a collage. And I know I have to cut it down, so. But where to cut it down? I guess right here. Oops. And I'm going to cut a little bit off the bottom because I know it's too tall. It's too wide. But that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Because we need to fold it in anyway in order to get our things in and out. So I'm going to fold it in on this side a little bit and just do the same on the other side. And that looks good. And that's perfect. Because you have to have room for it to bend, you know, here. And to put your signature in. You don't want to get that too close to the side. Let me take this out. What do you think? Do you think that's good, or do you think it takes away from that? I think that's good. I might cut it down just a little bit more. Just a hair. Let me just make sure it's straight. I just don't want it too tall. Yes, I like that very much. Okay, so now I just have to trim off the bottom a little bit and the top so you don't see those when you glue them down. And then we're almost done. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love that. Just make sure I'm not too close. Nope. Okay, let me just glue this down. I'm going to just glue here on this edge so things slide in and out easy. And that's gonna go there. There. Now I can go ahead and make sure that's down there good. And then I'm going to go along here, right along the edge. And here. I hope I'm in frame. And that way nothing will get stuck inside. And it gives us some room for things to get in and out. There. So far, so good. All right, let's put a few needles in our little pin. Here is the little thread spool. My thread spools come from my friend Celeste at Woodland Inspired. Just cut this off. So this will be the thread spool that I use. And I'm gonna leave those threads like that. And I'm just gonna put a few needles in our little piece right here. And this is very usable. I mean, you could use this and take it anywhere. You know, the whole journal, it would be fun to use for your stitching, you know. Or little pattern pieces if you, why isn't this opening? Oh. Okay. So I'm just going to take a few needles here and put them in here. And I do have some embroidery needles too. They're just not at my desk. So I'll put those in as well. But I'm putting them in so that they're behind the quilt so they don't pinch. Okay? And the same thing if you're going to use, pardon me, if you're going to use felt, make sure you use 2 pieces so that you can, you know, put your needle in without it pinching. So I'll put another one here. And then I have some little pins. I have some embroidery needles, but I don't have them right at my desk, so I'll have to put a few of those in too. These are just plain sewing needles. These are what I use to sew with. And then these I use for my slow stitch. So I'll put a few of these in and make sure that they're not going to pop through. This one. And I'll just put them at different heights. Oops. And there's another. And I just had another idea. You're going to kill me. Okay, so then this will go here. Like this. You might see some things that are different on this the next time you see it, because I'm starting to get more ideas as I do this. So there's 2 regular sewing needles and a few, you know, needles with the heads on them. I can't remember. Common pins. Dear Lord, I am tired. And I am sorry if this video is taking forever. So now for this, I thought it would be really cute to attach it with a bulb pin, like here. So let me just get one of those, which are right over here. Hold on 1 second, and let me grab those. Because I just thought of it. Oh dear, I found one of Daisy's flowers we might be able to use too. Where are my bulb pins? Oh, goodness. Here they are. I fussy cut everything. But here's another flower we might be able to use of Daisy's. that I fussy cut out of one of her kits. So let's see, I think white on the pink. Won't that look cute? I think it will look cute. I was going to put it in the pocket, but I think I'll save that for something else. But I think that will look really sweet. Thank you, Celeste, for these. I love them. I will pin this right here with some threads. And I might put some white threads on here too. There's some pink on here right now, but that's because that's the color I had on it. And I do have some with white as well, so I might put some white on there. I might put another one on the bulb pin, which would be nice. Oh, I love this so far. I am so excited. Okay, so that's still closing nicely. And then this is the cover. And when you open it up, you have this sweet little needle book, and then I'm going to have something that will go in there. But I don't have, well, actually, do I have a button card here? I do. I won't put this one in, but this is one that will go in here, just as an example. Oh no, I have a better one. Hold on. I knew it. It might be missing a couple, but that's okay. That makes it even more cute. These little pink hearts, I'll put something here maybe, or maybe not. You know, it might look like I just, you know, I might put some, oh, I know what I can put there. Hold on one second. I have some little pieces here that if you are doing some embroidery or what have you, you could have some lace in there, you know, a piece of lace. So I'll just take a piece of lace here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll add like some lace with maybe a pin or something, okay? I'm not going to do it now because I have a whole bunch of lace beside me, but anyway, a little button card will go in here, and that looks great. It might be a little bit too bulky, so I might have to find a different one. Yeah, that's going to be too bulky, but I will use those heart buttons in something of this. What else? What other buttons do I have? The glass ones will be too bulky. These little white ones might be flat enough. This is from an old vintage button card as well. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's much better. But I won't put them in there now because I have to tie the signatures in. But so far, that's what it's going to be like. And I am going to add some laces. But that is our needle book for now. I just have to think of a little closure, which, you know, could be like a little piece of lace with one of those little pink buttons. But I will show you in the next video. So that's it for today. That's our little needle book that will go inside a pocket inside our journal. And we'll have a little needle book. Okay? So let me work on this a little bit more off camera so I don't keep you. And I'll be back in the next video to show you what else I've done. Okay? And until next time, be well, be safe, be kind, be sweet, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.